Warning, this is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind, cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters do. Many years in the game, so you know I pay my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them.
Haters make me famous.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I do this 25/8 pain and sweat on these tracks, haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I have no dinner table, my studio is the kitchen. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I got a degree on my wall, so it says I know what I'm doing. Haters.
Haters.
I dust off them haters, and then I take a pause. It's a shame that this game got us all so involved. They flapping their jaws, and they grinding their teeth. Everybody fighting for the microphone on my beats. See my and my word is all I have. Call me Tony Montana on this label that I have. Having anger towards everyone, reaching success. Haters coming, and I'll be their number one prospect. I work real hard, it gains some respect. 24 hours on the beats and the internet. We fighting like some dogs, showing flaws with no regrets. While we fighting for the same bone on this conquest. Man march occupies my mind frame. Yes, one man army with the heart of a terrorist. In my scope, I can see them haters running. No need to pull the trigger, cause I'm aiming for the sky, cousin.
Haters make me famous.
No need to lie my tracks, man, cause you know I'm the truth. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
Yeah, I'm a white boy from the south with do-rag. So what? Haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I'm a self-taught fool with knowledge. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I don't give what all y'all think. For real. Haters.
Haters.
I don't take them back seats, I take the front row. If you're on my team, then you're sitting next to me. So loyal to the game, like my wifey and she show. No, I'm headed for the top, so no need for these side shows. My mic blows truth while them fools making up. My beats be my bullets, fully automatic, spitting blood. In their eyes, I can tell that they hate me while I'm blowing up on the internet. Faithfully, I got the upper hand, man. My fam got faith in me. I'm solid like a rock with my hip hop family. From the 425 through the streets of Miami, with them deuces up, man. I'm ready for the Grammys. My life be so sweet, yes it's sweet like some candy. So I smile at them haters that can't stand me. I'm a warrior when it comes to this shit. Haters name me famous at
Moshe music. Haters make me famous.
I've been out on these streets since I was 15 and still pushing. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I'm a one-man army. Shit, haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
Go ahead and Facebook your mama and cry. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
And remember, haters, you made me famous.
Haters. 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 Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous.
Looking good today, folks. Nigo, hit that refresh button on your account and you should be able to see it.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy guaranteed Saturday day. Happy Final Four day. Actually, it's sad Final Four day. It is a sad Final Four day. Why? Not because it's, I guess it's because of the Final Four. Kind of like, when the NFL makes it to the Super Bowl, it's kind of bittersweet. It means that the season is coming to an end. All that fun and excitement that we had all season long, it just means it's coming to an end. Congrats to FC yesterday and everybody that smashed his Bellator. If you read the write-ups and you bet what he put out in Bellator, oh my lord, did you hand the books a beating yesterday? Nigo, what is going on? The ankle, it's still attached. There's no break, according to what they saw. Thank God. They said just a major bad sprain, so who would have thought one little rock in the driveway, not seeing it, make my ankle go, bah! I thought for sure it was broke, heard a crack, instantly swelled, looking nasty, and then, but nonetheless, we're here, and no break, so that's a good thing. Means I'll be surfing before long, hopefully. As far as how I'm feeling, a little painful today, but nothing little pain pill can't take care of. I bet with a better that put 270,000 on Gonzaga to win 30K. Opinion. Personally, he's. Let's be honest. He's probably a smart man. It probably cashes. I can't see UCLA coming in and upsetting him. Although I hope they do. I mean, I sincerely hope they do. I mean, I don't even have a futures opportunity to hedge my UCLA bet, which is sad. They're my remaining future available. And I do not even have an opportunity to hedge it because they're such a big dog. Nigo, you cracked me up, brother. They're such a big underdog. That I don't even get an opportunity to hedge. I mean, I guess I could. I'd have to lay $1,150 to win 100. At that point, I'd rather just say, fuck it, let's roll the dice. I mean, I've wasted $100 on worse meals than what we're going to get out of watching that game. Real champ, yeah, the entire world will definitely be on Gonzaga today for rightful reasons. I mean, I don't see how they lose. I don't see how they lose. Give me 1 second, folks. One quick second. Okay. But yeah, I don't see how Gonzaga loses. We're going to go over both games. We're going to go over both games. By the way, members-only live show today. We've been doing the members-only live shows at 2:30 Eastern time. However, today will be a members-only live show at 12:30 Eastern time. So we'll have members-only live show at 12:30 Eastern time for all YouTube exclusive members. I'm planning on putting out a members-only video as well, just so you guys know, for Cap Nation family members for tonight as well. So there's going to be a members-only live show as well as a members-only video for Cap Nation family members later on today as well. So we're going to get a double members exclusive kind of day today. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty, so I'm just logging into everything, trying to get everything up. Whoo! I bet with the go, let me go run to the bank, get a 100K loan, right? 100K will win you, what, 10K, 9K? Yeah, real champ, I mean, no doubt about it, that's all they really can do is they could slow them down. But when it's all said and done, trust me, I hope UCLA comes in with a huge upset. You know, I hope they get a monster upset. But in reality, it's probably not going to happen. And again, we'll go over all of that. We'll take a look at all the angles. Nico, love it, brother. Love it. Okay. Anything can happen. We've seen crazier shit. You know, we all know that. We've all seen crazier shit. All right, if you're on my personal plays, they're coming out while we're on the live show. If you're on my personal plays, they are en route while we pop everything up. Now, while we're on the subject of Gonzaga and UCLA, Houston and Baylor, let's talk about what you guys like before we start breaking down the games. Joe Free, what's going on, brother? Post up in the comment section. Are you rolling with Houston or catching the 5 or Baylor laying the 5? Maybe the over 134.5 in that game, or maybe the under 134.5 in that game. And then UCLA, are you going to take the 14.5 you're getting, or are you going to lay the 14 minus $1.15 that you'd have to lay on Gonzaga? Or are you taking the over 145.5 or the under 145.5? Steven, I actually went over that in the daily free play video, but it was the Tampa Bay Rays yesterday, plus 105. Nice little plus money action for everybody. And you would know that if you were on it, Mr. Sanchez. Sean, you like Baylor? Mr. Bear, you like Baylor? I bet with the GOAT Baylor plus Gonzaga moneyline parlay plus 100. Probably some pretty solid ones right there. Yeah, Nigo, the public, the sharps. I'd have to say, if you go and you bet UCLA and they somehow cover, and you're considered a sharp, well, I don't think it was too sharp of a play. I mean, they are catching 14.5 points, which is enticing. It really is. I mean, it really is. But let's be honest. Gonzaga should smoke them by 20 plus, like they did USC. I mean, they really should. Yeah, Rays had a huge ninth. Miami also had a huge, 7th and 8th. Thank you, Joe. It will. You know what's crazy is I've been in for the same thing. It seems like every couple years I roll one really bad. And I've broken my ankle when I was younger. Same one. But I would have swore that it was broke yesterday. Cody, do you like the Zags and UCLA under 145.5? Jesus, what's going on, brother? Jesus, how did you like Bellator yesterday? 9-2. Said it should have had the sweep in Bellator yesterday. Allie says, me and Cody couldn't agree on what to watch, Bellator or the Rays, so now we have 2 living room TVs. Love it. Absolutely love it. Baseball's never over until it's over. Baseball plays a full, complete 9 innings. Or 8.5 if you're the home team, potentially. Shit ain't ever over until it's over. Thing about gambling, it ain't over till it's over. Yep, Bellator was off the hook yesterday. Made a nice killer little jackpot yesterday, courtesy of FC. Glad to have Bellator yesterday. So again, congrats to everybody that was on it. Congrats to FC. Now, we had Bellator yesterday. No UFC this week. UFC takes a week off and returns next week with a monster card next week. But we also get Bellator next week as well. We have Bellator on Friday, then UFC next Saturday. So it's going to be a good one. Joe, it's my pleasure, man. Is it a Juzang rolled ankle or a LeBron? Well, LeBron's a bitch, so I'd have to say maybe a Juzang, but maybe a little worse. It's pretty nasty looking. But yeah, we'll have Bellator on the 9th of April and then again on the 16th of April. 3 Fridays in a row. And then they'll have a couple weeks off and resume on May 7th. Nigo says he'd watch 2 Roosters fight if he had money on it. Yeah, a lot of Bellator, a lot of UFC coming up. It's going to be a great time. Again, if you're on my personal plays, yesterday a couple people didn't get the text message on the first attempt for some reason. So if you're on my personal plays, Nigo, I see they didn't go out to you, so I just resent them. For some reason, it didn't go out. But if for some reason you're not getting them, do me a favor, send me a quick text message. Let me know that you didn't get them. That way I could resend them. I see a few of them that turned red on me for some reason. Shouldn't have, but sometimes it does. You send out so many. Should be good to go. Everybody should have them now. All right. Renault, what's going on, brother? I see the truck backing up as well. It's cold in this office this morning. Oh, it's cold in this office. Woo! All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this board ready because it's got some real big crap on it from the other day. Feels weird when you don't use the board for a day or two. Come back and it's got a whole different month on the date. Oh. Get this light rolling. Got to get the pole spinning. Got to get something up there. All righty, folks. Mr. Coleman, what is going on, sir? By the way, members only video later on this afternoon. Members only live show. Members only live show at 12. Is it 12:30? No. An hour earlier than normal. 1:30 Eastern time, excuse me. 1:30 Eastern time. Thank you for all the soccer updates. Thank you for all the soccer updates. Eduardo Diaz, good morning. Says, good morning, Cap Nation. Good morning to you too, sir. I will have them check that and correct that. I don't post the plays, so I generally don't go in and check to see that they post because I already know what they are. But I'll have them correct that. Sometimes they're a little tired from working all night or through the night. System plays off to a 9-0 start. We got 3 pending left over the weekend. Couple Japanese, Major League Baseball. Should be a good weekend for everything. By the way, I don't know where my live chat went, but by the way, excellent, Big Mac. Well, here, how about we just send you there right now, all right? You don't just give... And here's the fucking difference, you fucking douchebag, all right? Here's the difference. We actually bet here. Go ask them to see a ticket. I promise you, you'll never see one. And if it is, it's for measly $50 fucking dollars. All right? That's the big difference. You want me to give you every swinging Tom, Dick, and Harry free play? Then by all means, here you go. All right, please, bet them all. Don't bet the opposite, because I'm giving them all to you, all right? Now, everybody else, don't pay attention to the douchebag, all right? But again, here, let's just go down the board. Hold on. Let me be those guys, all right? Take the Blue Jays. Take the Indians. Take the Red Sox. Take the Royals. Definitely take the fucking Cubs today, you fuckface. Take the Atlanta Braves. Definitely take my favorite, the Oakland A's. Might be like The lock of the weekend. They're plus 125. Take the Cardinals and the under 9. Definitely fade the Rays after a huge 9th inning. And take the Marlins, but only in the first 5. Take the Twinsies, all right? And then go hammer Colorado and the under with Buehler on the mound. Definitely take old Smith and the Diamondbacks and fade old Musgrove, all right? He'll probably get 3 innings and then go back on the DL. Definitely fade Mike Trout and the Angels all year long. All right? Then take Seattle. You want me to move to the NBA yet? That's the difference between us and them, is I may not give you a lot of plays, but you get ones that I'm actually betting on. Oh yeah, and don't forget, race number 4, turtle number 7, down in Tijuana, in the back of Adelitas, race 4, turtle number 7. For everybody else, I do apologize for the foul language. We'll blame it on the pain pill. Jesus, if that hits, right? Just go down the board and read them all off. That's the difference between us and somebody else, you jackass. Big Mac is a troll, right? He's already gone, but here, let's flush that turd down the bowl one more time.
Loser!
Sean, you just bet all those easy money? Very good. Congrats. Congrats. I bet where the goat says, now give the other side like SBR. Hold on. Let me go find somebody off the fucking street to make a video to come join me live in front of their, their bathroom with the laundry basket on the floor. And hold on, I'll have them give the other side. All right? I'll have them give the other side. Hold on. Hey, everybody, I want you to meet Waldo. I just found him on the streets, and he's going to make some videos, all right? Hey, Waldo, are you there? He just says take the opposite of what I took. I'm an idiot, okay? Soundboard was an excellent investment. Hey, Big Mac.
Loser!
Jesus, NHL was a nice big sweep yesterday. Caps and the Maple Leafs getting the job done yesterday. Oh, and Big Mac, make sure you hit the thumbs down button. Not twice, only once. Because if you hit it twice, it goes away. So, on your way out the door, hit the thumbs down button. Once. Once. All right. Make you guys think we were frozen there? Yeah, by all means, run, go tell. Go tell. We actually bet here. When's the last time those guys ever showed a fucking ticket? Well, not the last time. When's the only time they've ever shown a ticket? Like, never? Like, never. All right, so. Yeah, Ronald probably doesn't even know what it looks like. But hopefully he does, because even the thumbs down help us out. That's what they don't realize. Even the thumbs downs help us out. That's why I said only hit it once, not twice. Because I don't want that sucker to go away. Yeah, we're more like the Navy. We had higher ASVAB scores, right? Just kidding. Just kidding, my fellow soldiers and Marines and airmen. I guess you probably didn't have that big of an ASVAB score to swab a deck. Yeah, big shout out to Waldo. Pat Coleman, we're going to eat today, baby. We're going to eat today. It's like a steak and lobster kind of night. It's what it's going to be today. Alrighty. That's pretty good, Brent. Brent fading their plays is 88, 72, and 4. Or in the last 4 weeks. Pat, you know, they were definitely flat game 1 on Thursday. They had a, little day off to recover. Their bats and their payroll got to, will start cracking at one point. Probably today, Pat. I like them on a nice big bounce back today. Do I only talk about picks or do I show them? No, I show them. I show off betting tickets. I've shown off winning tickets for thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, losing tickets. 100K losing ticket. We actually bet here. Ronald says, I love when clouds come on here and get you fired up. I know it's going to be a great effing day. Can we recap the picks? Recap what picks? You want a recap of yesterday's plays there? Buck Mars 13. If you'd like a recap of what we gave out yesterday, feel free to go watch our daily free play video. Oh, hey, Louis B. Well, Mitch actually probably doesn't bet his games. And we recap them and we document them in every single video that we make. So document this. Exactly, Brett. Exactly. I might actually, Brett, have to have you start sending me those. That way I can start fading it as well. Do you guys remember this hashtag? Some of you guys will remember this hashtag. Some of you guys will remember this hashtag that I just posted in the comment section. Well, Buckman, you asked if we could recap the picks. Well, we haven't given out any plays yet, so there's nothing to recap. It's actually called the barbershop right now, hanging out in the barbershop. Cool, Louis B, or whoever you are, Mitch, whatever. Then I don't know why you're here. We're so fucking bad. We're so great. I don't know why you're here. Maybe go, sit on your thumb, stick it up your ass, and, maybe do something productive with your life. And waste it and wiggle it away here. Because we all know they don't need you here. Chris B, we're on fire. We're on fire today. It's probably, the same person, Pat, You want to recap yesterday's picks? Well, go watch the daily free play video because I went over every single one of them. Jesus, thank you for reminding me. Definitely time for that. And on that note, we'll see you in 15 seconds, folks. And just like that, we're back. Sean says, just purchase Guaranteed Saturday, Louis B, and make some money. Nah. He won't purchase. Oh, we've got him. We've got it around here somewhere. We've been too busy with the hey loser in the Yeah, Crispy and go watch all the days before that. Leroy Kyle, you're the best capper, hands down. These other cappers are frauds. Thank you, I do agree with you. I'd love for them just to show one ticket a day of any substantial value for 7 days straight. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. If they can't afford to film in something, other than in front of their bed, in their bedroom or in their bathroom or in front of their bathroom, then they probably can't afford to be betting. Never a soundboard getting work today, right? Right? Crispy, the welfare checks went out to underneath the bridge, right? The welfare checks went out. The welfare checks went out. Yeah, Sean, $100 is not a substantial ticket for somebody that's supposed to be advising you guys to bet on. Speaking of that, before we jump into the breakdowns, we should touch on that. And we touch on that every now and then. Anonymous, I show my tickets all the time. Me showing a ticket today and tomorrow is not going to shut them up. Ooh, big deal. He lives in Hawaii. Cool. Are we supposed to be, envious? Congratulations. And for the record, I don't have an issue with the Mitch guy. Apparently his viewers have a lot of clowns in it. Omar, I love it. Crispy, it's popping off under the bridge. Right? Give me 1 second, folks. Roger, the little car drove into the chat. All the little clowns are getting out of the VW bug. Yeah, Mason, you definitely haven't been here long if you've never seen a ticket. I love it. I love it. By the way, for everybody that, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button while you're here, especially if you've never seen a ticket before. Maybe I'll make you wait until tomorrow to see one. That way you come back. That way it gives you something to talk shit about. By the way, Guaranteed Saturday is 50% off. But it's definitely not for the weak at heart. Because it probably costs more than, all these trolls, what they pay for their, premiums where they lose on a consistent basis. Ron Moore, me too, brother. I have fun doing this. Absolutely have a blast. Nope, sorry, I'm not on Gonzaga minus 1,200. Love it, love it, love it. Frozen screen, don't worry, we got that one fixed. We got that one fixed. Absolutely we do. Absolutely we do. Jesus says this is the barbershop. Yeah, but Anonymous, they're just here to start shit. Apparently they are, you know, because you guys hurt their feelings by talking smack about somebody. But what does that do us? You know what I mean? You show one ticket. Is that going to make them happy? Are they all of a sudden going to be, go from, you know, hating us to loving us? Nah. Sabino, what's going on, buddy? But here is a fact. Here is a 100% fact. And we do appreciate all the haters that come in. So make sure you guys, you either got to hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down on your, you know, on your way out the door. All right? And, but here's one fact. Let me play it for you. Didn't go down the toilet bowl. All right, there's a fact. We're going to send the turds down the bowl. But here's the real fact. I'm not bashing you, but just don't talk smack and you don't know facts. Mason Ward, what facts do I not know? What have I said that's talking crap? What have I said, sir, that is talking crap? It looks like I'm streaming out of my tool shed. Yes, with a 4x4 TV wall behind me and a $5,000 Vive interactive free play or screen right here, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm filming out of my tool shed. Yes. Yes, filming out of my tool shed. But the only facts that I stated, because I haven't talked shit. Okay, yeah, yeah. Let me go find some toothless guy on the street and give him, you know, give him a webcam and let's call him a professional handicapper. Let me know when they start showing some tickets. Yeah, okay. Man, they must be busy over here to come promote. Well, our members only is only $14.99 a month. Sean, exactly. Great question. Why are they here? You know, why are they here? We already know the facts. Brent already posted the facts. Probably all their fake accounts coming over here, you know, having a grand old time because you guys started knocking them in the live chat. And then I call them out because, you know, people just don't post tickets. Or not even post tickets, show you guys tickets. I mean, hell, show me another capper that has actually got on his betting account, mirrored the screen, and bet live with you guys. I think we did it the first 3 weeks of the season when we were doing the live wager show. And we'll continue to do that stuff again in the future as well. Sabino, people woke up hating for no damn reason. Hey, you know, there's a lot of haters out there. North End are trying to steal some viewers, right? I'm sure they get, you know, enough on their own. I'm sure he does just fine. Thank you, Sabino. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so we're going to get moving along because we're not going to be live for too long because we're going to have a second live show for YouTube exclusive members. All members, which our YouTube exclusive membership starts at $9.99 a month and $14.99 a month. We'll be live at 1 p.m. today, 1 p.m. Eastern Time for the members only live show. 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 Pacific. Ronald says, Sly Fox, those jerks that show up are spies for the other channel, right? No, most definitely. They'll run back to him, and then he'll talk shit about us later today. But we greatly appreciate it every time he puts us in his mouth. That didn't come out right. Mauricio, you have until 7 p.m. Eastern Time, sir. Right, Chris B? Yeah, Mauricio, you have until 7 p.m. Eastern Time. $7 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, let me make a video for every single game on the board. Whew. Jesus, Jiminy Crickets. Let me magically have a free play on every single game on the fucking board today. Yeah, Brent, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad if that's, you know, if I don't know if that's the case, but I mean, I trust you. That's I could never do that to you guys because I'm actually betting. If I give you guys a game, we're betting it. Give me 1 second, guys. Robert, I just saw your email. I just replied to you. The granny races, yeah. Take the Madame number 3 and race number 4. Fast Freddy. Yeah, oh, Brent, that's definitely nothing to joke about, right? All right. So, back at it. Yes, turtle number 7, race 4, in the back of Adelitas is definitely the turtle to take later on today. If you know about the Tijuana Turtles, you know about the Tijuana Turtles. If you don't, well then you just don't. And that's okay too. One day you will. All right, so jumping into the games that we have today, let's take a look at the Final Four action. We'll take a look at, both games. We do have a play on, some of these. So, obviously I won't be able to give you guys what I have on what we have for the March Madness package or whatnot, or premiums. But we'll definitely give you the unbiased breakdown. And then there were 4. First one up, Houston and Baylor. And then we'll do the UCLA and Gonzaga. Yeah, Mark, that would never happen. Because other people wouldn't have the nutsack to put any money up. Thank you, Mr. Guzman. You know, win, lose, or draw, we recap it all. And I have no problem going over a bad day. I bet with the goat. How much am I betting? I've been betting 1,500 on all the March Madness tournament package games, but I really like the one that's posted. So I'll probably step it up and bet it just like a normal premium play. I started betting them at 1,500 and kept it there. I always try and remain consistent. I try not to have major jumps. But again, I wish everybody success. They can stay in their lane. I mean, what's next? Who picks the better games in the month of April? Who picks the better games in the month of March? Okay, let's break out the ruler. What's next? What's next? The real judge in how somebody does is what their clients say. Mr. Nations, absolutely. Premium Plays had a bad run last month. They're working their way out of it. And anybody could have a winning March or a winning April or a winning July. But it's long-term consistency that matters. It's long-term consistency that matters. In reality, if not, you'll go broke eventually. Matt, what's going on, you lucky son of a gun on vacation? Speaking of that, I get one. We'll be on vacation in just a couple of days. Fast Freddy. No, I drive the ball fairly straight. But again, as Mr. Nation says, respect for all, I mean, I wish everybody success. Trust me, there's a lot of clients in this industry. You don't ever see me on somebody else's live show trying to stir up shit, trying to drum up business here. You guys don't see me asking you guys to go over to other live shows and talk shit. Hey, go over there and say you bought my plays. Fuck that. We'll get our customers where we get our customers. And when everybody else gets burned elsewhere, they'll eventually end up with us. That's what happens. You're either with us from the start or you're with us eventually. That's a fact. All right, guys, if you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up button. I know you guys want to. All right? Logging into this, breaking up, getting ready to break down, get the most updated, accurate odds, courtesy of our friends over at Bet Online. Joe Free, very nice. Very nice. We needed that one. We need another one for insurance. Ron Moore, 100%, brother. 100% us against the books. In reality, that's all it is. Mr. Guzman, absolutely. It's definitely a long-term race. That's for, a long-term slow marathon. I don't even like using the race. Brent, I'm right there with you. Hell, my personal plays went 1-2 yesterday. The one that I did hit was a nice plus 130 dog. That was the good thing that came out of it late. And I have no problem admitting when we lose. That's the one thing. Don't matter how big the fucking game is or how small it is, I have no problem taking it on the chin like a champ because I know when it's all said and done, we'll bounce right back. But again, you guys don't even have to mention that show, if you know what I mean. No need to in reality. The ones that know, and the ones that don't know, trust me, they'll eventually find out. It's like the Vegas Dave stuff. You guys come in here and start talking shit about him. Like, I don't have a problem with the guy. I've never met the guy. Hell, never even talked to him. Years ago, we offered him to come on the live show, and, he probably would have got roasted by you guys. Not probably, would have. But he refused. But again, every time somebody comes out there or makes a post talking smack about him, it just generates, interest. There's no such thing as bad publicity. So if these guys want to go out there and talk shit about me or post negative about me, by all means, please do. Please keep sending people here. And at the end of the day, when people actually come here, they see the difference. They say, oh, this guy might be an asshole. Yeah, I'm a fucking asshole. I get it. I am. But at the end of the day, by the way, Mr. O'Neill, you're about 5 minutes behind. Fast forward. But at the end of the day, we're actually real here. Whereas not everybody else can say that. Take this, take that, take this, take that. But yet, you've never ever once in your life ever seen a ticket from some of these people. So, but yeah, it's us against the books. And I wish, trust me, there's a lot of viewers and a lot of customers in this industry. We have an absolute shit pile of customers. I do feel that we have some of the best customers in the industry, and a lot of these trolls that come here definitely wouldn't be a good mix for our company. It's apparent they enjoy losing too much. But I wish everybody success. Chris B says the asshole is the Navy and you coming out shipmate, right? All right, so I bet with the GOAT. Joe Free says all that show does is make videos for the views. They don't gamble shit. They probably don't even know how to place a bet. My goodness, right, Kyle? They're definitely in it for the advertising dollars there and on their website, yes. Duke says, you know what makes good customers? Tell us all, brother. Mo, what's going on, brother? Scott, 100% he is. 100% he is. Duke says, you know what makes good customers? You being straight up with us. I agree. It's one thing that you guys will always get with me. I don't care how bad it is or how bad a run or how great a run. You will always get the straight upness. By the way, I bet with the GOAT, are you still here? I just received a text from Dr. FC himself. He's a little jealous. He's in the live show right now watching, and he just sent me a text saying, we need a I bet with the doctor. I bet with the doctor. He's a little jealous that we've got the I bet with the GOAT in here, and there's no I bet with the doctor. He's getting a little jealous. Well, FC, if you come on the live shows and the members only live shows a little more, maybe somebody will do that. But yes, they definitely appreciate your smashing 9-2 night in Bellator last night. Yeah, Nego, we're definitely not hiring some random hobos off the street, let me tell you. Sometimes you got to ask yourself, like, where the fuck they find this guy? Like, serious. Where in the world did they find some of these characters that they come up with? You know, where do they come up with some of these characters? I mean, find anybody with a laundry basket and some laundry on the floor, you know, in their studio to throw them on camera? Give them 50 bucks or whatever to come film a video with you. Whew. Can you imagine what we could come up with? I'm going to have to get the domain name underthebridgesports.com. FC, stick around. I think we got one coming. All right, so Houston, Baylor. Baylor laying 5. Houston plus the 5, over and under 134.5 for the full game, minus $1.10. First half numbers, Houston plus 2.5, Baylor laying 2.5, minus 175 in the first half, also minus 220 for the full game. Over and under set in the first half at 62.5. Alex says, good morning, Keezy. Is there a doctor in the house hung over? Well, FC is technically he is a doctor, does have his doctorate degree, and he is somewhere in the live show. He's not commenting, but he did text me, and he is watching. He is watching, that's for sure. Yeah, Crispy, some of that they saw on the phone holding their baby in the bathroom. Woo, man, I mean, this must be rough. But hey, you know, maybe that guy's a single dad, and more power to him. Oh, man. I bet with Dr. FC. Uh-oh. There it is. I bet with Dr. FC. We got a I bet with the GOAT and a I bet with Dr. FC in the house. And those two are not related. All right, team total, Houston over and under 64.5. Baylor's individual team total 69.5. First half numbers, Houston's first half team total of 30, Baylor 32.5. Jumping into this one, Houston, Baylor, here we are. There only is 4 left. You know, Houston. He says he absolutely loves it. You're goated for that. He is watching. Houston, losers of 3 this entire season. They lost to Tulsa, ECU, and Wichita State. Not the best losses. Alex, it's big. It's big, it's swollen, and it's ugly. But it'll get better. It wasn't broken, so that's a good thing. That was a positive thing. You know, in order to get to where they are, they've got 4 victories in this tournament. They beat Cleveland State 87-56 in a smashing victory. They barely escaped Rutgers late in that 163-60 when they probably should have got bounced by old Rutgers. They got rid of Syracuse in convincing fashion by 16, 62-46. And Oregon State 67-61. Mo, I love it. Says, Houston, we have a problem. You're finally playing a high seed. Yeah, they've gotten lucky. And they got through Syracuse. They got through Oregon State. Rutgers literally gave them a run for their money. Baylor, on the other hand, the 2 seed. 2 losses all year to Kansas and Oklahoma State and the Big 12 Conference Tournament. In order to get to where they are, they've had to outlast Hartford, which gave them a little test. And then they beat them by 24. They played Wisconsin and beat them by 13. They played Nova, beat them by 11. They played Arkansas in the Elite 8 and beat them by 9. And here they are. Taking a look at the side-by-side comparison, Baylor coming in with the third best offense based on adjusted efficiency, schedule, strength of opponents, schedules, etc., etc., etc. Houston coming in with the 7th. Keep in mind, teams are improving as the tournament goes along while, proving their overall season numbers because other teams aren't playing. When you take a look at the defenses, Houston actually has a top 10 rated defense. Baylor coming in with a top 30 at 28, though. When you start taking a look at the numbers, you're going to see a big discrepancy when it comes to offensive numbers in the shooting department, primarily the three-point shooting. Now, Houston is an amazing defensive unit when it comes to defending the three ball. And we'll go over all the defensive numbers after we talk about the offense first. North Ender says, when the Houston offense is rolling, they can play with anyone. Just never know what Houston team you are getting. When it comes to, speaking of Houston, and their 7th rated offense, they're knocking down 50.6% from the field. Yeah, Ruben, I've been keeping a lot of ice on it. Houston hitting 50.6% from the field, 56.5% for Baylor. When it comes to turning the ball over on offense, both teams limit the turnovers to 16%, both Houston and Baylor. Offensive rebounds, both teams, excellent offensive rebounding. Houston, the second best offensive rebounding team in the entire country at 39.8%, 36.7%. For Baylor has them there at 7th in this stat. Houston hitting just 34.9% from three-point range. And when I say just, it's still 1.1% above the division average. But then you've got Baylor, the number 1 three-ball shooting team in the entire country, hitting 41.1% from three-point range. Then you've got all your two-point plays. Every jump shot, layup, and dunk. Houston knocking down 49.2%, a tad bit below the Division I average. And then you've got Baylor knocking down 53.4%. Baylor, a 70% free throw shooting team compared to the 73% for Houston. When you take a look at the 2-foul participation, which remember most people in other services don't even know what the fuck this is, Baylor's in it 29.6% of the time, which definitely gives a first half advantage towards Houston and more points scored in the first half advantage, potentially, assuming players will pick up 2 fouls with plenty of playing time remaining. Now, Houston doesn't really participate, just 7%, 7.1 to be specific for their 2-foul participation. And that's just a straight coaching style. Kelvin Sampson is not a big fan of putting his kids out there in foul trouble, whereas Scott Drew has no problem putting the Baylor Bears out on the court and risking a big third foul early in the first half. Christopher says, yes, but Houston has not played a team like Baylor all season. Non-conference matchups, their biggest non-conference matchup would have had to been Texas Tech, who they beat 64-53. Other than that, let's be honest. Playing in the American Athletic Conference and playing the SMUs, the Wichita States, the UCFs, the Tulsas, the Temples, the South Florida's, hell, the Our Lady of the Lake. It's not the biggest test all year long. Houston. Baylor, on the other hand, coming out of the Big 12, got some tough tasks all year long. Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas Tech. But yeah, Houston's got a Big 12 conference win. Not a conference, but against a Big 12 conference team in Texas Tech. But again, as far as this one goes, the side, we have a play on the side. I could plead a case on why they can keep it within the numbers. I could plead a case why Baylor's going to blow them the hell out. As far as the total goes, over and under 134.5, something's going to break. You've got two powerhouses on offense, two powerhouses on defense. Something's going to break. One thing that Houston has to do in order to be successful today, they have to be able to slow them down both offensively and defensively. And we already know offensively they play slow, 19.2 seconds on average per possession. It's on defense that Houston's actually had a hard time slowing teams down. They're averaging 17.2 seconds on average, their opponents are, against them. But that Houston defense holds teams to 29% shooting from three-point range, 42.9% conversion, of all their two-point plays, 43% shooting overall from the field. If I did anything on the total on this one, I do lean towards the under. And I think that's going to have to be part of Baylor's key to success today is slowing down, Houston's success is slowing down Baylor. So knowing that Houston's going to definitely want to slow the pace of play down of the Baylor Bears, I do lean towards the under 134.5. As of this time right now, I don't have $1 on the total, but I do lean towards the under. Now, the first half, I can see Houston coming out and playing hard in the first half. And one thing about Baylor, much like Gonzaga, they've weathered every storm that has been thrown their way. They may be down in the beginning of the first half. They may be down at the half. They come out, they weather the storm. They outlast teams. They play 35 hard minutes, and it's that last 5 minutes where they step it up, and they're able to outlast some of these teams that gave them a run for their money, or the final 10-minute stretch where they've been able to go on a major run. Remember, there's generally only 3 runs in a basketball game. Baylor more than likely will control 2 of them. But if they can't, then Houston will definitely keep it closer than what a lot of people think. But yeah, I do think one of the major keys to Houston is going to be slowing down Baylor and slowing down that pace of play, kind of like UCLA did to get to where they're at against Michigan, as well as what UCLA, and we'll talk about that, will have to do against Gonzaga as well. So I do lean towards the under 134. Mo says, took the under 3 days ago. Very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Now, as far as like team totals, I do think the game goes under. And I'm steering clear of the totals. Because if the game goes under, I think that total of 69.5 for Baylor is a little high. But again, I could potentially see a possible overtime in this one. If Houston can slow them down at all, not saying that they can, but if they can, I could see it being a close game and needing Baylor to pull away at the end like they've done. All right, hopefully that made you happy, Big Mac, wherever you are. But well, no, it didn't, because I didn't give you a free play on that one. Ha! Coffee is empty. All right, next one we're going to take a look at. We're going to take a look at the UCLA and Gonzaga game. Bruins. The good old Bruins and the Bulldogs going at it tonight, guys. Final 4 beatdown coming up. Honestly, personally, I hope UCLA upsets the shit out of them. I really do. I absolutely really do. UCLA 22-9 on the season. They lost their last 3 games of the regular season. They lost their first conference tournament game against Oregon State. They made it into the tournament by virtue of first 4 against Michigan State. They beat them in overtime after should have winning that game outright, except they failed to foul with just a couple seconds left, up 3, much like they did against Oregon State. Ronald Brown says, Sly Fox, my workers listen to the other sports talk as I listen to you. I noticed they try to copy your style, but I heard them all say all the money they have and bet $50 to $60 on a ticket. Hey, I guess if they only got 50 to $60 to their name, that's a big bet for them. But UCLA, they outlasted the first 4 against Michigan State. They made it into round 1, and they put the beat down on BYU. We were on that one. They put the beat down on Abilene Christian. We were on that one. They put the beat down against Alabama in overtime, and it should have never needed overtime. But we got the beat down, and we won there. And we've rode UCLA against Michigan as well, 51-49, to advance to the Final Four. In this tournament, we have had 5 wagers that have been 4, because we faded them against Michigan State in the first 4. We have bet UCLA 4 times from the first round on, and they have cashed for us every single time. Every single time. Is that going to change today? Personally, I hope not. I personally hope not as well. When you take a look at Gonzaga, they are 2 wins away from the improbable 32-0. Gonzaga 30-0. Is it Mark Few in the Bulldogs' time? They had an amazing beginning of the season non-conference schedule. They beat Kansas, they beat Auburn, they beat West Virginia, they beat Iowa. They beat those 4 teams their first 4 games of the season. Swag, what's going on? James says Zags by 20. Bradley says UCLA is legit people. They're for real. They beat some good teams. They have beaten some great teams. Dalton Dillard says the Zags will continue their insane double-digit winning streak, but will they win? But will it be by more than 14? Mo says UCLA got 1 NBA first rounder. That is a fact. Gonzaga, to get to where they are in the tournament, they played Norfolk State in a gimme game. They beat Oklahoma by 16. They beat Creighton by 18, and they just put the beat down on my Bruins. Embarrassing by 19. Nathan says UCLA clobbered BYU, and BYU barely lost by 7 to Gonzaga. They lost by 10 in the West Coast Conference tournament. They lost by 11 in the regular season in their first meeting. And they lost by 17 in their first meeting. Yeah, but BYU is on a whole different level than UCLA. UCLA is way a step above. I do agree. The big question is going to be, can UCLA slow down Gonzaga? Jolly Green Record says, go UCLA money line. If you guys remember, I have a futures bet on UCLA to win it all. I have a futures bet on UCLA to win it all at plus 4,000. So I hope they win outright. I really do. I don't have $1 on this game, not yet. Bradley says UCLA needs to control the pace of play to have any chance. I agree. We started talking about this a little bit ago. We talked about it earlier today when we first started jibber-jabbering about the game. Joe Free says, I believe the Zags lead by about 14 at the half. Seriously, think about it. USC is way better than UCLA. I tend to agree with you there, but here's the big but. And here's the big but. In order to win a championship, you have to peak at the right time. You have to peak at the right time. Now, when you look at UCLA's schedule, their last 3 games of the regular season and their conference tournament play game, they lost to Colorado, Oregon, USC, and Oregon State. All 4 teams made it into the tournament. 3 of them making it to the Sweet 16. 2 of them making it to the Elite 8 is who they lost to. And they didn't lose by a lot. They played some great basketball, and their 1-point loss to USC. They played some great basketball in their 8-point loss to Oregon. They played amazing basketball for about 34 minutes, 33 minutes against Oregon State. Then they died off the last 5.5 minutes of the second half, and then obviously overtime. Oregon State was peaking at that time, but Oregon State peaked already. They're gone. Mick Cronin and the Bruins are peaking. 100%. 100%. Michigan State beating them. Matt says the Zags are so good they've been peaking all season. Here's my opinion on the Zags. They had their peak after the 4th game of the regular season. They beat Kansas, Auburn, West Virginia, and Iowa. After that, they played nobodies. Granted, they played Virginia, but we all saw Virginia was a fraud this year. Once they started their conference play, after going 9-0 and beating up Dixie State, when you look at their conference record, there was nothing to peak about. You're playing Pacific, San Diego, BYU. St. Mary's used to be the only test for them, and St. Mary's sucks now. The Loyola Marymount. In the tournament, have they been tested? No. Have they played some quality teams? They played a quality Oklahoma team. You guys were riding high on Creighton in the beginning of the season. You guys asked me if I thought Creighton was going to win it all or have a chance to, and I said absolutely hell no. They played amazing against the Trojans, who played a couple good games in the tournament. But there's no denying UCLA is absolutely peaking. Beating Michigan State, BYU. The Abilene Christian was an absolute gimme in the second round for them. Alabama, Michigan, and they're beating tough teams. They're beating tough teams in very tough games. Nathan, I tend to agree with you. We've seen a few kinks in the Gonzaga game. You know, Nathan says he's seen a few kinks in the Gonzaga armor. Thinks if UCLA drains a few threes, it's a ball game. Mo, USC did own UCLA this season. Absolutely. Trust me, there's no bigger Trojan fan in this room right now than me. And they didn't own them in the last game of the season, though. They might have beat them. They beat them by 1. They beat them by 1. Dalton, Gonzaga has a deep bench. They absolutely do. They're going to be a very tough team to contain, 100%. 100%. But you have to go back to that peaking thing. We've seen it before in the NHL, that 8th seed. I talk about it all the time. The LA Kings, their second run at the Stanley Cup. They didn't make the playoffs until the final game of the regular season. They came in as an 8th seed, and they swept everybody. Peaking at the right time is when you win a championship. And there's no denying the fact that UCLA is peaking. Now, are they going to get stopped? Probably. Probably. But in order for UCLA to have any chance, they're going to have to slow them down. Gonzaga hitting 61% from the field. 61% from the field. The number 1 shooting team in all of Division I. Northander, let me know when he scores. UCLA hits 51.6% from the field. UCLA hitting 36.9% from three-point range, 37.1% for Gonzaga. Basically the same thing. Gonzaga, number 1 in all of Division I, knocking down their 2-point plays every jump shot, layup, and dunk, converting 63.4% of the time. 49.9% for UCLA. 71% free throw shooting for UCLA, 73.5% for Gonzaga. Turning the ball over on offense, Gonzaga turns it over a tad bit more, not much. 0.3% at 16.1, not a big deal. Low 15.8 for UCLA, great number there. Offensive rebounding, the same thing. And again, that's going to be something that the UCLA defense is going to have to do. They're instantly the shorter team here by about almost a full inch on average. They're going to have to limit those second and third chance opportunities for Gonzaga. If there's a rebound on the defensive glass, UCLA has to get it. UCLA has to get it. If they don't, and they give Gonzaga second and third chance opportunities, it will be over before it's ever written. We needed that goal right there, baby. We needed that goal. When you look at the defense, Gonzaga's got a top 5 defense. UCLA is definitely lacking in this department. Pace of play, Gonzaga is fast. The third fastest team in the country, up and down the court, pushing the pace, 14.3 seconds on average. However, UCLA has shown the ability to slow teams down. They're holding teams to 18 seconds on average per possession, slowing teams down. If they want to have any chance at all, they have to slow down Gonzaga on offense. If they don't, they will not win. Bradley says the undefeated teams have off games. Asked 1991 UNLV Running Rebels. Gonzaga has played from behind multiple times this year, and they've just outlasted teams. Eventually, playing from behind, you get caught. Eventually. Now, is it going to happen this year? More than likely, probably not. Mr. Guzman says, just say it, Kyle. Zags versus Baylor, break it down. I don't have a dollar on this game. I think Gonzaga eventually advances, but I don't think UCLA goes down without a big fight. They have shown masterful work at slowing teams down all tournament long. Michigan State, BYU, Alabama, Michigan. And UCLA is peaking at the right time. Don't ever underestimate the underdog who's absolutely peaking at the right time. Marlo says UCLA has to play a perfect game. They're definitely going to have complete control of the boards, both sides of the court. And it's something that they've shown that they've lacked. Real champ, what makes me nervous? I mean, in reality, nothing makes me nervous, but I think UCLA, anytime you have an underdog that's peaking at the right time in a tournament or playoff situation, be careful. Absolutely be careful. You see it in baseball. They may not end up beating the big Gustapos when it's all said and done. But they're peaking at the right time. They've gotten rid of quality teams in Michigan State, BYU, Alabama, and Michigan. How many people were riding on Alabama or Michigan against UCLA? And here we are talking about the Bruins, of all teams. Of all fucking Pac-12 teams, we got to talk about the Bruins. Alex is happy. I'm not, because it's not my Trojans. We should be talking about the Trojans playing UCLA today. But they got their ass kicked. Nathan says, exactly, no one giving the Bruins a chance makes me cautious. I think it's the fact that, Brent, is it final now? Good, we needed that one. We needed that one. Mo, if they go down double digits early, or hell, really at any point, they have to keep it close. They have to slow the game down. in order to have any chance at success. We just need that Wolfsburg goal. Exactly. Renault said UCLA against Michigan. We rode UCLA, and we've been riding them hard since BYU, Abilene Christian, Alabama, and Michigan. Four nice wins. Four outright winners. I gotta say it again. We've rode them 4 times. I don't jump off of a moving train that's getting paid. And I think they get the job done, but I don't know if they necessarily went out right. Mo, they've played as a smaller team fantastic. They have played as a smaller team fantastic. But again, UCLA is plus 14.5. Minus $1.15 right now. And that's what we're rolling with. That's what we're rolling with. That's what I'm going to be betting. Now, I think Gonzaga probably advances. I think just UCLA will give it enough heart and enough effort to definitely keep it within the number. Now, if they get blown out and it's looking like a train wreck early, I might put an in-game bet in the other way. But, you know, as of right now, I don't have a dollar bet on it, but I will be after the live show. I'm going to be waiting. I think there's going to be a shit ton of public money coming in on the Bruins. That pole is spinning. We're riding with them one more time, boys. Ride or die, go Bruins. Go Big Blue. Go LA. By the way, hey folks, I know you guys are, for coincidences, right? Who won the NBA Finals? Who won the NBA Finals? Just putting it out there. Lakers won the finals, right? Who won the World Series? Who won the World Series? All right, let's hear you say it. Big Blue did, right? Dodgers won the World Series? Anybody know where UCLA's from? Wolfsburg with the goal! We needed that one. But again, does anybody know where UCLA's from? Shall I remind you? Shall I remind you where the Bruins play? And not just Pauley Pavilion. Los Angeles. Uh-huh. LA, baby. Who won the Super Bowl? Not the Rams. Not the Rams. Not the Rams. Again, 14.5 to me is a big number. Final Four team, 0 respect. Absolutely, Nathan. University of California, Los Angeles, baby. Hell, I remember in high school they make you take as a senior, or as a junior, they make you take a tour of UCLA in hopes that you'll go there. Why they didn't take us to USC? All right. Is it final? Brent, it's final. There we go. Soccer 2-0. Wolfsburg winning. We need that one for the sweep. And it's a much-needed sweep. It's going to be a fan-flipping-tastic Saturday, by the way. So again, UCLA plus the 14.5, but I advise each and every single one of you, wait. Monitor the line. Jongo, because no one can afford USC. Well, when you grow up in the suburbs of north of Los Angeles, they can afford to put their kids there. But yeah, a little bit of a difference. But again, I advise to wait. I believe you're going to see a lot more money coming on Gonzaga. And I think they'll push that line up. I think that line will ultimately probably hit 15, maybe higher. Marlow University is spoiled children. Damn straight. Nothing wrong with being a spoiled child. Although I wasn't, though. I mean, I worked since I was 14 years old. The Stanley Cup, yeah, no, definitely wasn't the Kings this year. Or hell, the Ducks even. But again, I advise waiting. If you start seeing the numbers start dropping, then I would bet it. That way you get on, you get that 14.5 or 14. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to monitor the line and see if it gets any higher on us. That's right. We did. I completely forgot. I got excited, Brent. We had a -1.5. Lost half. Pushed the 1. And then won that one. But yes, you are correct. Patrick, your niece goes to UCLA and anything but spoiled. Exactly. And you want to go to UCLA or USC, man, I promise you got to be a bright kid. You want to get accepted into UCLA or USC, and you have to be a bright individual. Sometimes I get a little too excited, count the chickens before I go back and see that my ticket ended up pushing and losing on half. But yes, hopefully the much-needed Wolfsburg will come in for us. Now, taking a quick gander at Major League Baseball for you guys. We did give out a free play in the daily free play video. I don't know if you guys watched that one. But yeah, Patrick, we're talking about USC. It's tuition is over 2 times the amount of the UC schools. But no, you're good. But even to get into UCLA is an accomplishment. It's like getting accepted, in any of the big schools. Stanford, in California, Stanford, USC, UCLA. Amazing. Probably have a very bright niece that she was able to get accepted there. We put out a daily video or daily free play in the daily free play video on Arizona and San Diego. I think when you're not getting a pitcher's duel, because keep in mind, San Diego has an absolute monster of a pitching core this year. I don't think it's on the likes of the Dodgers, but it's pretty damn close. As far as the NL West goes, it's right up there with it. Mutar, hello. Joe Musgrove going to get the start against Caleb Smith today. Musgrove coming over from the Pirates. He got beat up by some American League teams in spring training. Kansas City smoked them. I think they had 8 hits in 4 innings, 5 runs. No home runs, no long balls. The White Sox touched them up a little. The Indians touched them up a little in spring training. The Padres are a team that fundamentally hit the ball. Mo, the Padres can definitely play. We put out a play on the over in that one. I think we see a lot of runs. And yeah, Musgrove gives up a lot of runs. He doesn't go very long. I mean, if he pitches a gem, he'll go 7 innings. But he's usually in and out before the end of the 4th inning because he's given up 4 or 5 runs. And he has a very big pattern. Yeah, Renault, fun bet UCLA money line and Houston money line pays $22.92. But again, that one is out there. That's in the daily free play video, so make sure you guys go over there, drop a comment. As far as Guaranteed Saturday goes, it is 50% off. You have until 7 p.m. Eastern time to get on board. It's already posted. You get instant access to it. Guaranteed to win, or you get the next one absolutely free. It's got our guarantee on the Guaranteed Saturday play. But another game that I like, and I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, the Dodgers game yesterday, Trevor Bauer, and you guys know me, I'm a Trevor Bauer fan. I hated to see him go to the Dodgers. But he was pitching a near amazing game in Colorado. I ended up giving up some runs late. 6 1/3 innings, gave up, 3 hits, 4 runs, gave up 2 home runs, had 10 strikeouts. And then here we are. You get Buehler the third. I think Buehler is so underrated for LA. When he's healthy, he is absolutely unstoppable. They're laying, I think it was minus 240 on the money line. Keep in mind, it is Colorado. I don't like, taking pitchers' duels in Colorado because anything can happen when you're a mile high in altitude and that ball just keeps on flying when it's hit. But I don't think Buehler gives them many, to hit today. I'll always stay away from the under in a Colorado game because it just doesn't take much for it to go over in Colorado. They're minus 1.5. They're minus $1.60. The juice is still a little high on it. They're minus 242 on the money line. I think the Dodgers get another win today. I think they win convincingly against the Rockies with Gray on the mound. So another one that's going on the board. Yeah, real champ. For me, if the Rockies are at home, it's the over or bust. I can't take an under on the Rockies game at home. I don't think you'll ever find me bet an under on the Rockies game at home. I mean, look, Clayton Kershaw giving up the big runs too, but Kershaw's Kershaw. It's got a little juice attached to it. Oop. But I'll still play it. Minus 1.5 on the run line. There we go. My OCD-ness needed getting it up on the board cleanly. Again, that is what I have as of right now. By the way, the 1-year soccer package, buy it today. You're going to get a week of system plays absolutely free. Just so you guys know, buy the year of soccer. You get a week of system plays free, which is a $400 game you'll get for free. Swag says, I agree. Marlo says, is there a hurricane at Wrigley? Cubs Pirates over 11, right? Big total for Wrigley Field. Yeah, Nathan, you had the under. That's always tough. It's always tough when that happens. Keep in mind, shit changes so much as soon as the bullpen, as soon as they go to the bullpen, everything's a whole different ball game. As soon as they go to the bullpen, anything can happen when they go to the bullpen, especially if, somebody's coming in a bad spot. All right, so that's what we got up on the board today. Holy shit, it's an LA day. I promise I did not do that on purpose. Promise I did not do that on purpose. All right, folks, remember, members only live for all YouTube exclusive members. We will be live. Normally, we've been doing it at 2:30 Eastern time, but today I have to do it a little bit early. We're going to be doing it in 1 hour and 51 minutes from now at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Set your alarm clocks. 1 p.m. Eastern time, YouTube members exclusive video live here on YouTube. You need to be a member to participate. If you're not a member, click that join button right down below. Click the join button. I just posted it in the comment section as well. Click the $sign. Whatever you need to do, come join the YouTube exclusive site. If you're not a member, come join us. And let's have a ball. All right, guys, good luck. I'm going to be out of here. We'll be back in less than 2 hours for the Members Only Live show. Wager responsibly. And don't do anything stupid. All right, guys, good luck. And remember, as far as UCLA goes, I'm waiting. Waiting. And going to see if that line continues to go up. Good luck, everybody. And we'll see you guys all live in about 1 hour and 40 minutes.